Good morning, friends. Welcome to Gyan channel. The topic for today's discussion is media and education. So let's begin that. Education is the process of learning and knowing, which is not restricted to our school textbooks. It is a holistic process and continues through our life. Even the regular happenings and events around us educate us. In one or the other way, it would not be an exaggeration to say that the existence of human beings is fruitless without education. An educated person has the ability to change the world as he or she is brimming with confidence and assured of making the right moves. It makes better citizens, ensures a productive future, opens new vistas, spreads awareness, helps in decision making, and bolsters confidence. The term media is derived from medium, which means career or mode. Media denotes an item specifically designed to reach a large audience or viewers. The term was first used with the advent of newspapers and magazines. However, with the passage of time, the term broadened by the inventions of radio, TV, cinemas, and internet. In the world of today, media has become almost as necessary as food and clothing. It's true that media is playing an outstanding role in strengthening the society. Its duty is to inform, educate, and entertain the people. It helps us to know current situation around the world. The media has a strong social and cultural impact upon society. Because of its inherent ability to reach large number of public, it is widely used to convey message to build public opinion and awareness. The role of media in education is evident today by the number of computer labs, television sets, and libraries that have become part of curriculum in most schools today. Media comes in different forms, and each form affects the way students learn and interpret information. Media has brought the world closer so that now students from different universities in different parts of the world are connected through a mere internet connection. Amidst the information revolution, mass media has become such a massive part of our lives. Now let's discuss about role of mass media in providing education. Firstly, let's understand the terminology mass media. Television programs, internet websites, feature length films, newspapers, music tapes, CDs, magazines, billboards, radio programs, essentially a tool public technology which is used by someone to transmit a message to a large external audience is called mass media. John Dewey stated that education could not be limited within teacher and taught without social environment. So mass media is one such potent force in the social environment of education. Through modern electronic techniques and technologies, mass media prove that education is really a comprehensive, not confined within the walls of the classroom. Really, mass media are the educational medium for the mass and mass education. Irrespective of caste, color, geographical, sociological, economical diversities, mass media prove as an important means for the education to all. Mankind gets a great deal of information from the widespread mass media, that is, newspapers, TV, radio, magazines, journals, films, etc. It is estimated that mass media may substitute the real classroom teaching in future. What are the functions of mass media in education? Firstly, it provides information. Media help in disseminating information for the mass. People acquire different knowledge very quickly. Providing vocational information. Media help in providing vocational and professional information to a larger group of the community. Next is spreading awareness of civic responsibility. People can be aware of different problems of the society and their role in changing society through mass media. People know their rights and duties for the nation clearly. Next is educational programs. Mass media help in forming suitable habit for different programs and they utilize their leisure time in a productive way. It also influences the behavior of the people through different programs. Role as a non-formal agency. Now, in an advanced society, mass media are not treated as informal agencies of education. They are called non-formal agencies due to its wide coverage of educational items in a systematic way. It is viewed that these media can substitute the classroom teaching in future. Mass media for rural education and environmental awareness. Mass media and print media and its usage play important role for the development of rural education. Various forms of mass media such as television, radio, handy video cameras, interactive video, computer and print media can be used for the development of rural education. Doordarshan is telecasting the latest information on agricultural education and rural development through electronic media, covering majority of rural population. The finding of various studies state that impact of television has more on mass farmers, small farmers and illiterates. They watched the agricultural programs and adopted the recommended practices. A majority of the farmers viewed TV programs for the sake of education. Agriculture is the mainstay of the Indian economy, and approximately half of the Indian population still gets their livelihood directly from agriculture. Most of India's poor live in rural areas and are engaged in agriculture. Climate change and food security have become burning issues in the world. Continued deforestation is a major challenge for forest and livelihood, and one of the major causes of environmental degradation in India can be attributed to rapid growth of population, which is adversely affecting the natural resources and environment. The growing trends of population and consequent demand of food, energy, and housing have considerably altered land use practices and severely degraded forest area as well as environment. For agricultural development, knowledge and information on farm technologies, methods, and practices need to be imparted to the farmers at the right time. Mass media, that is electronic or print media, are playing very important role in creating environmental awareness and dissemination of new agricultural technologies among the rural people. Different information tools like radio, television, newspapers are spreading awareness related to climate change and environment protection among the rural people at the faster rate than personal contact. The production and distribution of printed materials such as books, magazines, newspapers, and brochures may help in transfer of new information and technologies, whereas radio and television are the important tools for dissemination of quick information. Let's discuss about the role of social media in education life. These days we are living in the fast developing society which every day offers its inhabitants a greater number of new possibilities. Predominantly these unique opportunities concern the advancement of social media that have noticeably permeated the modern education world. In fact, it is not a secret that the majority of teachers and professors highly appreciate the power of these tools, which lies in the ability to engage, motivate, as well as to involve the students into deep contemplation and sensible discussion. In general, the term social media implies the number of activities that include socializing and networking online through words, pictures, and videos. To some extent, it is a two-way discussion which brings people together to discover and share some information, interests, as well as ideas. Admittedly, social media can range from social bookmarking, where all users have a chance to share their online libraries of links and connect to each other's lists within a definite online community, to online collaboration spaces. Let's discuss about implementation on social media into education life. Nowadays, many educational establishments are beginning to embrace social media into their everyday life. It is a well known fact that Twitter and Facebook are considered to be the fastest ways of finding information that might be of great value for all students. Remarkably, these websites can be easily used for creating a discussion in the classroom. Interestingly, it is possible to create a chat room that can be embedded later to some blog and scheduled to open at a specific time. Actually, all teachers can easily pull new stories from any of these online sources, and the students can put any questions in order to develop the further discussion of the previously downloaded article. Speaking about various blogs, they can be utilized to encourage creative writing and to enrich grammar skills. Thus, the professors here are welcome to suggest their requirements for writing projects that are to be fulfilled by the students within certain deadlines. On the whole, one of the biggest assets of each social media tool lies in bringing together the students of all ages to help them with all types of assignments, starting with the homework and finishing with different researches. It is worth mentioning that such phenomenon as geotagging has a great future perspective in educational life owing to the fact that it can be used to target and find necessary data about the places that are being studied. In addition, it has been significantly proven that social media can assist the students in solving their engagement crisis. Indeed, the lack of engagement has become a main reason for students' expulsion both from the course and college. In this case, social media engages them into close communication and collaboration with their instructors so that the study process is properly maintained. Now let's discuss about the use of media in teaching learning process. Learning is a process of acquiring knowledge. It needs hard work and sometimes will make students frustrated and get bored so that they lose their attention to a lesson. In this case, the use of media in teaching learning process is needed to attract students' attention and to make teaching learning activities more interesting and also effective. The use of media in teaching learning process is not a new thing. Media gives students something new, but not all the teachers know how to implement it correctly. So sometimes media disturb learning process instead of helping students in learning process. This situation causes a problem. The use of media is questioning whether it really helps teaching learning activities or not. Usually, use of media is very useful to teach social studies. By this, we can use pictures from encyclopedia or else a globe, a map, and internet to teach social studies. The students had to find all important information including the map, flag, landmark, famous buildings, mountains, traditions, etc. By using media in teaching, students' improvement can be seen clearly. The use of media in teaching learning process has also several advantages. Media could rise the students' interest in the lesson and media is important to lead students' attention. Media increase Media increase students' responsibility to control their own learning. In brief, we can say that the use of media in teaching learning activity is good. The importance of media in the classroom. Media in the classroom engage students in learning and provide a richer experience. Media are useful tools for illustrating a lesson, allowing students to see examples of what they are learning. Interactive media such as smart boards allow students to move items on a screen for illustrative purposes. Students view media as exciting learning aids, making learning entertaining and less monotonous. According to the report Benefits and Risks of Media and Technology in the Classroom from the UCLA Office of Instructional Development. Appeal to multiple learning styles. Media appeal to visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learners. Students can watch a movie, listen to music, or interact with digital media on the interactive smart board. Effective teachers do not rely on teaching students in merely one style but use a variety of styles to reach the greatest number of students. Providing a rich learning experience through classroom media keeps students focused and engaged in learning. Next is it creates an authentic learning experience. Using newspapers, brochures, job application forms, and news broadcasts provides authentic opportunities for students to learn using real world media. This method simulates real life experiences in which students must read, evaluate, and interpret information based on items that may need in their daily lives. When students use objects from the real world, they can see the connection between what they learn in school and how they can use the knowledge on a member of society. Next is strengthens critical thinking skills. Teachers can use media to hone critical thinking skills. Students can write about a song, interpret a movie, or interpret a news broadcast. Teachers can use the media to ask probing questions and facilitate discussions that extend beyond basic comprehension questions. Teachers can also create projects in which students develop their own media using classroom media as a model. This hands on activity challenges students to formulate media using their own creativity and interpretations from classroom media. And lastly, it teaches students to use media. Using media in the classroom teaches students how to use and care for resources to further their education. Students not only learn how to use the internet, a dictionary, or a newspaper for information, but they also learn how to care for and protect the items they use. According to the Center of Media Literacy, students can also learn how to determine the value of media and learn methods to contribute to society, producing their own media. With this, we come to the end of today's class. Thank you. Have a nice day.